Habari gani? I'm Michael Campbell, a member of the Kwanzaa Coalition, along with my wife.
Habari gani? I'm Eldris Campbell, member of the Kwanzaa Coalition and the Black Agenda Group.
We are doing Kwanzaa in the community as representatives of the Rochester Black Agenda Group, and I'm doing it because I think that it's important not only for us to do it, but also for us to disseminate this information about Kwanzaa throughout the community. And as you can see, my wife and I are wearing masks to observe safety and social distancing, but since we are husband and wife, we don't really need to be wearing masks. We're working with each other.
That's right, that's right. But we do want to make sure that we're modeling safety because we know that we have to mask up and keep our distance. So appreciate your indulgence of that. Why Kwanzaa for me, and it's really not so much why Kwanzaa, but why the Nguzo Saba. It is because the Nguzo Saba represents for us an opportunity to reclaim who we once were, but who we could actually be in the community. And it's really about how we live, who we are, and what we mean to each other in community. So Kwanzaa gives us an opportunity for us to celebrate all that we have done all year to be community with each other. So that's why it's important to me.
Yes, and it also helps us to understand and enrich who we are as authentic people of African descent as well.
Ashe.
Okay, so we're going to start talking about what these items are.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So this is the encaka, or the mat, and that's the foundation of the whole Kwanzaa display. It's a very important artifact in our display here.
Right, and it's representative of our tradition and of our history, and it is the foundation.
Thank you.
So we have the canara, which is the candle holder and symbolic of our roots as a people. We have the Nguzo Saba, which are the 7 candles, and they are symbolic of the 7 principles. We have the mazao, which is the harvest and representative of the work that we have put in. And so a part of our celebration. We have the muhindi, which is symbolic of our children. This corn, muhindi, symbolic of our children. We have zawadi, which also means gifts, and gifts are typically handmade. Books are also very good to give for Kwanzaa if you're going to give a gift, right? Books of knowledge about, especially about us.
Yeah, so it's some literature or something else that represents our culture and ancestry.
And we also have the kikombe cha umoja, the unity cup, which is representative. It's a foundational principle and representative of unity in, amongst us. And we also use it to do libation. What is libation?
So libation is poured as a symbol of ancestor veneration. In other words, respecting who came before us and who paved the way and honoring our ancestors. And we pour it into the ground or into the dirt. So our fathers and mothers came here, lived, loved, struggled, and built here. At this place, their labor and love rose like the sun, giving strength and meaning to each day. For them then, who gave so much, we give in return. On this same soil, we will sow our liberation and a higher level of human development. May our eyes be like the eagle, our strength be like the elephant, and the boldness of our lives be like the lion. May we always remember and honor the legacy of our ancestors. For our people everywhere then, for Shaka, Samari, and Zinga, and all the others who dared to defend our ancestral land, history, and humanity from alien invaders, we pour libation. Ashe.
Ashe.
For Garvey, Muhammad, Malcolm, Fannie Lou, Sojourner, Nat Turner, Gabriel Prosser, and all those who dared to define, defend, and develop our interests as a people, we pour libation. Ashe.
Ashe.
For our children who will live freer and fuller lives because we struggle, let us pour libation. Ashe.
Ashe.
And at this point in the libation ceremony, we would ask you to call upon your ancestors as I call upon mine. And I call Mamie Francis Campbell,
Mary Vadney Campbell Thompson. I call John Thompson.
Willie
Baba
James
John
Gary,
Thompson. I call Dora Carruthers.
Maddie Hawkins,
Agnes Burke. Theodore
Roy
Williamson.
Shepard Dade,
And Margaret Williamson. Edward Thompson.
Eva Hall,
Carol Isaac.
Rahman Muhammad. For them, let us pour libation. Ashe.
Ashe.
For Kawaida and the Nguzo Saba, the new system of values and views which gives identity, purpose, and direction to our lives. Let us pour libation. Ashe.
Ashe.
And for our continued struggle through which we will inevitably rescue and reconstruct our history and humanity according to our own needs and in our own image. Ashe.
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 Asheo.
Asheo.
It is done.
All right. Ashe. And one of the things that we, the whole purpose of us getting together in terms of honoring and recognizing who we are is to lift the Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles. And so there are 7 principles as well as seven symbols, and we already introduced the symbols. I want to share with you the principles. The principles begin with umoja, which is today, which means unity. The next principle is kujichagulia, which means self-determination, to define ourselves, name ourselves, speak for ourselves, and create for ourselves. Ujima, collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our community together and to make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together. Ujamaa is cooperative economics, and to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses and to profit from them together, cooperative economics. There's Nia, which is purpose, which means to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to our traditional greatness. Kuumba, creativity, to do always as much as we can in the ways that we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. And lastly, there's Imani, which means faith. To believe with all our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and in the righteousness and victory of our struggle. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. Unity, umoja, to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. And that's the principle of today.
Umoja.
Umoja.
And today we would greet each other with Habari Gani.
Umoja Hubaragani.
Umoja, Habari Gani.
Umoja Hubaragani.
Ashe.
Ashe. Okay. Oh, and it's lit. All right. Okay.
Yes.
So today, highlights for today. Today is going to be brought to you by the Black Agenda Group. And what we are going to do today is to share with you what Kwanzaa and the Nguzo Saba means to us, but what it also means to our work. And the work that we do at the Black Agenda Group is to strengthen the Black community so that we can have oneness in purpose in terms of what it is we're supposed to do for our collective good. And so we want to share with you what that means for us, but also what it is we're planning for 2021. Because Kwanzaa is all about celebrating the harvest of the work that we have done, but also about planning for the year ahead. And so the Black Agenda Group is working with the Kwanzaa Coalition to present that to you today.
Thank you.
Habarigani.
Habarigani umoja.
Let the celebration begin.